Hey, everybody. Welcome to Paynesville Live. Janelle Bullard, Superintendent for Paynesville Area Schools, joined today by...
Matt Dickhausen, Paynesville Area Community Ed.
Welcome, welcome. Are you feeling a little out of place today, Matt?
I'm feeling really out of place. So I think I've been doing the broadcasting student program for 11 years, and this might be my first time on this side of the camera.
Wow. Well, who on earth did you find to take your place?
They aren't real big shoes to fill, but she's filling them. We have faith on the board. So, yeah,
that's awesome.
So,
well, that's really cool. Well, thanks for doing that for us, Faith, and thanks for being here with me today, Matt.
My pleasure.
So today we're really going to kind of emphasize our new PACC and learn just a little bit more about community ed. So just kind of start us off. Like, what do you think the things are really important for our community to know that maybe we don't know about community ed?
Yeah, so we have a slogan that says that's community ed because we kind of put on things because there's just so many things that are kind of under our umbrella.
Sure.
So for today's interview, I thought I'd throw together the game. Did you know about community ed facts? So Janelle, did you know that Paynesville Area Community Ed runs programs for ages birth through 110?
No, 110-year-olds?
Well, we would take even 111 or 112, but we have over the years, we had a 101-year-old violin player at our talent showcase probably about 8 to 10 years ago. Vivian Langston, I believe, was her name.
Wow. Well, that's really cool. That's a great stat right there.
Yeah. So some of the programs that we have at Paynesville Area Community Ed is we have a robust early childhood family ed program, which is ECFE. We have 3 and 4-year-old preschool program. We have youth enrichment, youth recreation. We have a 12-month school-age childcare program. So all year school-age care, adult enrichment, adult basic ed, which has GED prep and GED testing. Adult recreation, senior citizen programming. You'll actually see like the Green Roof Area Center as part of in our book. We have a partnership with them.
Cool.
And we run the new Paynesville Area Community Center, the PACC, and have a student live stream broadcast program. So those are a few of the things that we do.
Very cool. So I hope we're going to get to talk a little bit more about some of those as we move on. So, so what other facts have you got for me?
So did you know that Community Ed welcomes all new future Bulldogs with a special gift, and we have a Junior Bulldog Book Club program?
So do parents have to like sign up to that? So like if I was expecting, do I have to like go to a website, or do I like, or does it just happen?
So yes. So to sign up for the book club program, you'll get a letter from us, and do you know what the special gift is?
I'm privy because I did have somebody send me a really cool picture and said, look what I got from the school.
Okay.
So, but I'm guessing not everybody knows.
Okay. So we send a Future Bulldog bib. That's embroidered. And then in that packet, we send also a sheet that they can come and then sign up for our Junior Bulldog Book Club program. And we send 2 books, and kind of like the Dolly Parton program, but ours just are a little more tactile. Our ECFE teachers pick out the books, and they choose them for the age group, and that's totally free for our residents. So
That's a really good way to kind of get connected, and it introduces the families to our staff kind of in a gentle kind of way, and that's really fun.
And to answer your question, they don't have to sign up. So get the bib, we get from the state all births. So anybody that's a resident in Paynesville, in our district, we get that list, and then we just mail it to them.
Cool. That's really exciting. And it is a really fun gift to get. I remember when my babies were little, and I didn't live in Paynesville, but I do remember that gift. So that's really a cool project.
Okay, I've got another one for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Did you know that our Pause School Age program offers care 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. all year round, all summer, and during the school year?
6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
To 6 p.m. Yep. So during the school year, we offer the 6:30 until 8.
Okay.
Then the school day starts, and then we offer 3 until 6.
Gotcha.
And then in the summer, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we actually have 114 kids in our before and after school care program right now.
That's a lot of kids.
It is.
That's
and we have amazing staff there.
Oh.
We have paraprofessionals, and Chrissy, our site leader, does a fantastic job. So.
That's amazing. So what's going to happen, and maybe you were going to talk about this later, but I just don't want to forget. So what's going to happen this summer because that's currently at the elementary school, correct?
Yep. Yeah. So our school age care program's all at the elementary, but this summer with the big renovation happening with the air quality, all new air handling and that, we will be over here at the secondary school. And we'll be able to utilize the PACC and our bounce house that we
Cool.
own and all that stuff too.
Cool.
So we are excited about having them. It's a little change of pace, but we think, especially after COVID for a couple of years, just something different for the kids. We're excited about summer.
I'm excited to see the little faces in the hallways where my office is.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun.
We'll have lots of
love it.
Lots of activity here this summer, even more than usual.
Good.
Another fact for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Did you know that our school district resident population, so all of our towns that are in our area, within our boundaries, is 5,985 people?
5,985.
Yeah.
That's a lot of residents. So that's Paynesville, so that's Regal, that's Roscoe. So it's all of our little surrounding communities.
Yep.
Very
Paynesville
cool.
Township. The
Paynesville
two largest
Township,
are the city of Paynesville and Paynesville Township.
Gotcha.
But other townships and all those cities are in there too.
Cool.
And we know that number because that's kind of how our funding is based.
Okay.
And that kind of leads into my next did you know that 89% of all revenue or of our budget for community ed comes from our fees for our programs, grants, and partnerships with other groups.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you think of that, 89%, so that has and I know community ed doesn't exist separate from the school, but it's really a very independent entity, which is really pretty interesting.
Yeah, we're kind of like, we like to say we're kind of the entrepreneurial wing of the school. We have some flexibility, and our goal is to be that link, that connection between the school district residents and the school. And most of our residents now don't have kids in school. So we really want to keep that communication and make them feel a part of it, because they are paying for our facilities, and their support is so important to us.
Well, and as a taxpayer, it gives them here's my value and here's what I pay for for my school. So that's really cool. Yeah. Very cool. All right. So what other tidbits of information do you have for me today?
Did you know that we produce and mail out 4 brochures a year? And I'll give everybody a sneak peek. Our summer one is at the printer right now.
Nice.
And is available online. So the entire program, the only thing you can't register yet for summer is our swimming lessons, because we want to give everybody a fair chance. So this Wednesday at 8 a.m., those will be released for people to register.
Nice. Yeah. That's really cool. So is there, maybe this is something that you were going to tell us a little bit about, but so we just built the PACC, but then we also did all this, the career tech ed stuff. Do we do anything with that? Is that something that was...
I'm glad you bring that up. Okay. My next one is, did you know that we have started offering some new adult programs in our CTE or career tech ed shops?
Very cool.
So we're really excited about that. Just how the district is really investing in our students, and there's really good jobs available, even right in our own town. And we now have the ability to offer. We actually filled up a basic welding for a backyard mechanic. That class is actually going on tonight. I think it's their 3rd night. So Mr. Gunther's doing a great job there. We've done some open auto shop. Our next goal is to start getting into the remodeled wood shop, and
very cool.
Trying to be respectful of the teachers' times and logistics and all that. But we're excited to be in there.
One of the things that I learned that I thought was really pretty amazing is that the equipment that we have is comparable to what is in our manufacturing neighbors, which is really a lot of times school districts don't have that opportunity. And so for us to be able to offer that to our community, I think is pretty cool. Yeah,
and our community foundation, how they came together a few years ago, we're sitting in right now, actually our innovation center, and just how the support that we've had is pretty amazing. We're very grateful for our community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So now changing gears a little bit. Janelle, did you know that Community Ed has a summer concert in the Park Series just down the street from your house?
I did know that. I love it. So tell me more about when does that one kick off?
Yeah, so July 7th we kick off, and we've been doing it for over 13 years now. So
it's really fun.
Yeah, it's 4 weeks now, 4 Thursday nights, 6 to 8 p.m. Yep. So come and see us out at Veterans Park.
Yep.
Vans Beach.
Vans Beach. Yep. Vans Beach. Bring your lawn chair. Sit out and enjoy.
And we always have a nonprofit that sells concessions, so all that money sticks with them, and
cool.
You can't beat that park.
No, it's
beautiful. That is a beautiful, right on beautiful Lake Corona. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the PACC. What are some important things that you think I should know, or you maybe want to make sure that our community is aware about.
Well, that was one of the first ones was, did you know that we've had over 15,000 member visits to our PACC since September 1st when we opened?
15,000.
Yep. And
that's amazing.
And that doesn't include like our students, of course, use it for Phi-Ed. It doesn't include our C Squad games, tournament attendance. This is just members and people coming to walk, our community members to utilize the PACC. We've had a recent, about a month ago, a volleyball tournament. They estimate there was 1,000 people on Saturday and 1,000 people Sunday that came just to watch. So, so we're having economic impact on our community too, which is one of our goals. For sure. So,
and when you think about that, what that also does to highlight our school district and bring people in, that's kind of the face of, their first like inkling of our community and our school. So that's awesome.
And we talk about connection with people that don't have kids in school anymore, to be able to come in and utilize. It's just fun seeing the multi-use of the facility.
For sure. Sure. Okay, so what else can happen in there?
Did you know that residents can walk free? We used to have hall walking, but they can come and walk 8 to 8 during the school year, during our staffed hours. So they can come down to the PACC and walk in there. And they also, a majority of our residents in the community that are 65 and older, we find very high percent have access to a free membership.
Oh, cool.
So they would just need to call their insurance company, ask if they have silver sneakers, silver and fit, one pass.
Okay.
I think we've added over 100 members since September of just with that free membership.
So Matt, I've had a couple of people ask me like, how will you know that somebody's a Paynesville community member? I mean, how does that, so if they just come in, they check in at the office, like how does that work? Because I've had a couple of people ask me, how does that work if I want to just come walk, especially because our weather has been just so lovely? Yeah,
so you just come in during 8 to 4 during in the community ed office, door 1. And then we just ask if you're a school district resident, and then you just sign in and grab a badge and go ahead and walk. Sweet. Drop the badge off when you leave.
Awesome.
Yep.
Good.
So
good. So what else we got going around in there? So what are some other things that are important for us?
Well, what do you think is the most popular adult activity in the PACC? Any ideas?
I do have an idea because I don't know how to play it at all. And I don't know that I would be the most skilled player. But what is the activity?
Pickleball. Yeah. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the country.
Yep.
And we have people literally driving easily 30 miles every day to come play in our PACC.
That's awesome.
So we have people from Avon, from Albany, from Cold Spring, from Richmond, from Litchfield, from New London. And we have a really good group of people that just like to play.
Yeah.
We offered a tournament already. We have another one coming in June. Everybody that comes is just blown away by our facility. Cool.
Yeah.
Litchfield is looking at building their community, something just like ours. They've been here. I can't even count how many times they've had people from the city, the school, their mayor, their city council. Yeah. So it's kind of neat that they like what we've done and they like the practicality of it and the usefulness of it. Sure. So.
And I think that that's something that I also really appreciate is hearing other communities coming to see what we've done. Because I think that's, when as a school district, we can be kind of that innovation and that forward thinking. I love having people come and say, can I see how you did it? And that's really cool.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Makes us pretty proud.
It does. It does. Mm-hmm.
So also at the PACC, did you know that you can have a birthday party at the PACC?
So I've heard something about blacklight birthday parties.
Yes. Okay. So we have blacklight dodgeball.
Okay.
And we have blacklight Nerf battle, Nerf tag.
Okay.
And then we own a bounce house. So we have bounce house parties.
Nice.
So we've just from September, and we've limited just to Sundays just due to staffing. And we've really wanted to respect the blacklight area as the wrestling room.
Okay.
So during the winter, during the season, we don't try to use that a lot during the season. So we've kept that. We only use that community at Sundays between noon and 6.
Okay.
So, but even with that, we've had over 27 parties just this winter.
And so the word's starting
just to get out. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. So.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So we've talked about community ed and we've talked about the PACC. So so let's talk a little bit about this live stream.
Yeah.
So what do we got going on with that? What do I need to know?
Yeah. So some of the people that are watching may have watched shows like that we've done of like Paynesville Live or our live broadcasts of football. We just did a softball game the other day.
Yeah.
We have a baseball game Thursday. We do volleyball. We do wrestling. So it's we call it BNC TV, and it's a student broadcast. So we
Very
have
cool.
students and adults mixed, and we
Yeah.
have great sponsors in our community that sponsor it, and it's a self-sustaining program for revenue-wise.
That's
So,
super cool. And one of the things so there are times where I can't be at an event, so I'll pull it up on my phone or I'll watch wherever I'm at. Hearing some of our students do the broadcast is really pretty amazing. I mean, we've got some pretty stellar community members that do that are really fun, but and there's not a lot of high schools that have live commentary.
Right.
So it's something that I've heard. I've heard board members, I've heard community members, I've heard people just comment that our school district, that's pretty cool that we have live commentary of our sporting events. So
yeah, one of our highlights for the program, or my personal as a director this winter, was our main commentator, our play-by-play, Lee Schlaper, who does an amazing job.
Yep.
Kudos out to Lee.
Yep.
He was on vacation, so Charlie's staying, who
Yes.
is kind of his color commentary.
Yep.
The
Right
last
hand.
probably 2-3 years he's been doing that. And said, Charlie, okay, you're going to be doing the play-by-play, and he just rose to the occasion.
It was
and he
super cool.
He did an amazing job. It was really fun. You could tell he was nervous at first.
Yep.
But then by the end, he was real comfortable.
He was rolling.
Yeah.
It was like that. That was one of them I was able to catch, and it was certainly that was a good smiler for sure.
And one neat thing too, I want to talk about the technology. So
Okay.
the softball game, if anybody watched that last Thursday, whatever it was, we actually were inside what we call the crow's nest in the high school gym, staring at the high school gym, broadcasting that game, because we don't have the equipment or setup yet out there like a press box.
Okay.
So we ran a long cable from the football tower to a trailer out there, and then we have our cameras out there.
So that's how. Okay.
Yep. And then
That's really cool.
for that game, we were actually producing it and running it from the crow's
nest.
And we
That's
also
cool.
do that with gymnastics. So gymnastics is in the middle school gym, and we will be in the high school gym producing and doing the switching of the cameras. But our commentator will be in the middle school gym, so
That's
she
super
can
cool.
see it. So
that's
it's kinda
really
fun.
cool. Awesome. So okay, so we had winter stuff. We've got some. What do we?
So how many views do you think that we would have?
That's really a tricky. Like, if I was just gonna estimate. Okay, so we have like 5,000 residents. So maybe like a person per family. So maybe like 5,000.
Okay. Which we would be happy with. But our fall season, we had 14,354 views.
14,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
And we're up to, I think, almost 2,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
So over all these years. And our winter season had over 10,000 views.
So do we track, are we able to see people from like where they log in? Do they watch from all over the country?
Yeah, we've had
Very
some
cool.
across the world too. So I don't know, and maybe that was just they clicked the wrong button and we're watching. But a lot of them we see in the winter down south.
Yeah.
So Arizona, Florida, we can see from those IP addresses.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will tell you, when my son played, my brother lives in Australia, and he logged on and he watched. So
there we go.
So that was a little bit of a setup because I knew for a fact that we had been viewed from Australia.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
We have some New Zealand fans too. I know
Cool.
that have some kids in our
awesome.
program. So
That's awesome.
Or relatives.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good. All right. So what else so how does this partnership work? What are some of the partnerships we have established, or what do we need to know about that?
So a new partnership we have with the PACC and Community Ed is when you come into the PACC door one, you might see signs that say Chamber Office. So the Paynesville Area Chamber of Commerce also offices out of our PACC, out of the Community Ed office. So that's one. We partner with the Green Roof Area Center.
Okay.
We partner with the city and township for our summer rec programs.
Very cool.
We partner with anybody that can help advance our mission and that we can help advance their mission. So,
and again, I think coming back to how we can help our community, our residents in the Paynesville area school district connect with our school to know like it's a partnership and it's a connection and that community matters. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So speaking of community members, is there like what do I need to know about community members being involved and how can they like so let's talk a little bit about that. What do I need to know?
So our goal really is to connect, and so we connect through people taking our programs, but also if our community members have a passion and they're really good at something and they have an ability to show others how to do that, they can teach a class. So a lot of our people, our local people that will teach, a craft class, a scrapbooking class, even something in maybe our new career tech ed areas, if they have, experience with that, group fitness classes. So we depend on, we get lots of ideas that come to community out of like, hey, you should offer this, or could you try offering that? Yep. And we are always open to those. Our struggle sometimes is just, who can we get to do it? So sometimes we offer things as community ed staff, but just because we know there's a demand to do it. But this is a call out to any community members that have a passion and can communicate their message to others. Really, we want people that that know how to teach, but you don't have to be certified. You don't have to be any special license. We would just run a background check and get you plugged in. And you can meet with any of us in our office. Myself, Lisa, or Melody, and we can kind of give you an idea of, help you develop a class description, I have a class I wanted to offer. And even go over, like, meet with you to say, this is what you're interested in. Come show us. We have a pretty good idea of like what our community is maybe interested in, so we can kind of help steer you in a direction. That's kind of our role. Very cool. Wow. So our community ed program is so robust. I mean, there's so much. It's we call it community ed, but we've got our PACC, we've got our community ed, we've got our broadcasting. There's just so much that happens. Give me your phrase again. What is it that you stick on everything? That's community ed. That's kind of our tagline. So that's so cool. And it all comes down to people. We have amazing staff and we have amazing community that supports our school district, because we're all going in that same direction. We're all moving forward. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Well, thanks for taking time with me today, Matt. Yeah, this is pleasure. Really fun. Should we ask Faith? Are there any questions? Are there any questions that came in? No? Okay. Okay. Well, and Faith, thanks for taking over the controls on the backside and being with us today. So thanks, everybody, and take care. Absolutely. All right. Bye-bye.